Alright, my friends, in the last video I talked about the 5 things that you can do to have an American man fall in love with you, go head over heels. Well, I want to go ahead and follow up that video with the top 5 things you can do that will cause you to lose your American man very, very quickly. This one, again, it's still a little playful, but it's a very serious one. And it's one that you should probably take heed to, because I have ended relationships with Filipinas over some of these things. And I know other men will too. Of course though, as always, you guys know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button down below if you like this video, because you liking and subscribing is the best way to support the videos that I do, and it is the best way to ensure that I'm able to continue to make videos like this for you guys. Let's push for 2,000 followers. And you guys know me, I'm Jesse. I like to talk about all things living in the Philippines, traveling. I like to talk all things Catholic. And for now, we're just going to do this small little mini series over relationship stuff, because why not? Let's go with number 1. The very first thing you can do that will push American boyfriend or the man you're trying to get with away is start talking about how bad your money problems are, especially early on in the relationship. You do that, it's a red flag. He's going to automatically think that you're using him for money. When you start hinting around that you need money for this and for that, or especially if you just straight up ask for it as soon as you're in a relationship, that becomes a problem. He's going to see that as you using him for money and nothing more. And sure, he's going to want to take care of you, but not at the very beginning of the relationship. At the very beginning, he's trying to get to know you. He's trying to make sure that you're a good person. And if you're immediately asking for stuff over and over and over, it's just going to not even deal with it, because he has a life that he needs to build up. We're talking about men around my age, because that's what this whole general series has been about. Men that are around my age have a life that they need to build up. They're trying to work. They're trying to grow. They're trying to be a better person. And if they're constantly hearing how you need this, you need money because all of a sudden you got to go to the hospital, or your family needs money because they don't have food, or you need a new phone, or something ridiculously stupid, and it's constantly happening. That's the key word, constantly happening. He's going to check out. He's going to see you as nothing more than somebody who's using him for money. And right now, he's my age or in his 20s. He's not going to want to deal with you, because he's more focused on making sure that he builds his life up so that when he gets older, he doesn't have to worry about that crap anymore. He'll have money when he gets older. But in order to do that, he needs his money now to build that life up. And he's going to see you as a red flag because you're constantly asking for money. I have broke up with a Filipino over this. Just one though. Just one Filipino over that. The other Filipinas I've dated, never really been like that. Number 2, go out and drink with guys that are not your family. Go out and party with guys who are not your family. Do that. And watch how fast he shuts down. He's going to see you as a hoe, because you should not be going out and drinking with other guys when you're trying to be serious with him. You have no reason to do that if you want a serious relationship. I promise you, American men, one of the reasons they are leaving American women is because American women are doing crap like that. They don't want to deal with it, and they're not going to come somewhere else and get a woman who's doing the same thing. They'll just move on. They'll find a woman somewhere else. They don't care. We don't necessarily need women, especially in the age that we are. Our focus is building ourselves up, succeeding, making a life better for us so that we can later make a life better for the people we love. That's our focus. So if you're going to go out and party with men, go to bars, do all this other stuff, I promise you that's a good way to get a man to say, nope, red flag. He's probably just going to use you for one thing and one thing only at that point, because he's going to see you as someone who is promiscuous or who wants attention from other men, because you should not be going out and doing that with other men. If it's family, that's different. If he's with you, that's different. Now, on the flip side, he shouldn't be doing it either. I'm not saying that it's just you, but neither should he. He shouldn't be going out and partying and drinking with a bunch of women, that kind of stuff. That's not okay either. Just know, if you do that, he's just going to start shutting down. He's not going to deal with you anymore. He's not going to want anything to do with you other than maybe one thing, and we all know what that is, because he's going to see you as that kind of person. So don't do that unless you want to lose his respect and his love. Once you lose his respect, it's done. You won't ever have a good relationship with him, because for men, respect is everything. If he can't respect you, then he can't love you. Number 3, posting pictures of yourself on social media that would be considered promiscuous or lewd or showing off your body. He's not going to like that. Not my age. Older men, like in their 50s and 60s, they won't say much because they're going to feel like this is the best they can get. And I've seen that happen with some of the Filipinas here who have men that are in their 60s and 70s, and they're like 20 and 30. And those older men are like, okay, whatever, because this is the best I can do. We know that it's whatever, fine. We'll just find somebody else. We're not going to deal with the whole, I want attention on social media, so I'm going to post my body all over social media. I promise you, you'll lose his respect, you'll lose his love, because he's not going to want a woman who's showing her body off to other men that she shouldn't be showing off to. If she wants to show off her body, it should be to her man, not to a bunch of men on social media. There's no reason, no point in posting pictures like that on social media unless you want attention. You can argue with me all you want about it. And I have had exes argue with me about it. And I came right back. I would ask them questions, and it would always lead to eventually the attention. And you know men are going to see that stuff. And you know that men are going to like it. And that's not okay. It might be okay if you have an older man who doesn't feel like he can do any better. But when you have a man who's in his 20s and 30s especially, we won't put up with that crap. We want to find a decent woman who's not going to thirst trap every man they can on social media. It just isn't going to work if you do that. We won't put up with it. And I have seen some of my fiance's friends who've had a foreigner that has done that, and they left them. They will not be with someone who is going to show their body off to other men like that. My fiance, when I first got with her, she had TikTok videos of her dancing. I didn't think much of them, to be completely honest. They weren't that bad, but she completely deleted every one of them. If she thought that they were too provocative, she deleted every single one of them. But I also told her when we first got together that I won't put up with any of that stuff. That I have respect for myself, and if I respect you, you got to respect yourself enough not to do it. And she took almost every one of them down. She did take every one of them down. Now she has a completely different TikTok. She completely deleted that one. She did the same for Instagram and Facebook. We share Facebook now because I don't really use Facebook. I don't use social media. So she doesn't like the drama that was starting on her social media, and she knows that the people who were starting that drama in her comments or in her messenger won't do that to me because they are too afraid to do that with me or something. Because I make it very clear to everyone I talk to, I don't do drama. I don't do the whole arguing online. So she deleted her Facebook and started using mine simply because she knows that nobody's going to do that crap on my Facebook, because I just don't deal with it. But I don't use my Facebook really. I might post some stuff here and there, some provocative stuff to mess with people, to get people mad and angry. But yeah. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Watch how fast that he's just going to see you as someone he could have fun with and not build a serious relationship with. Because if you want to be serious, you're not going to show your body off to other people. Again, likewise, it would be the same for him. Most of these are a two-way street. I think all of these are actually. You really need to know these things so you don't make these mistakes and turn somebody that you might like against you. Number 4, complaining. This is something that drives me nuts. It's constantly complaining about something. It doesn't even have to be about me. It can be about anything. The negativity that comes from complaining is it's so toxic. It bothers my own brain. I'm sure it bothers other foreigners' brains too. We don't like to deal with complaining, especially us men that are in this age group. We have so much stress already. There's a lot going on in our life. And hearing the constant complaining and nagging and all this other stuff, it's just too much. We don't want to deal with it. We have other things that are much more important than that we have to deal with. Now, I'm not saying that if he does something that upsets you, to don't bring that up. Bring it up. Don't come at him in a nagging tone. Just let him know, hey, don't do this. This bothers me. Why are you doing this? Why are you being like this? Don't come at it with, you did this, da 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 da. That kind of stuff will push him away because he's just going to see you as another thing to stress him out in his life. And he has enough stress. He doesn't want more. So be careful with the complaining. It's okay to complain about things from time to time, but when it's constant, it's always something that is annoying you, and you just constantly are telling him and annoying him, like, it's not good. And I would say that that's more of a thing that maybe if you're in a situation where there's constantly things that you need to complain about, maybe get out of the situation. And that's probably what he's going to want to say to you. Because men, we don't like to complain. We don't like to hear complaining. When there's a problem, we like to think, how do we fix it? We don't like to think, oh, here we go. There, let's listen to how bad this is. If I broke my arm today and I went and complained about it with my friends, and go, oh, poor me, my arm's broke, wham, 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 wham. You'd be like, what the fuck you want me to do about it? Okay? How you going to fix it? What are you going to do now? And I would expect that from them, because fix the problem. Don't just complain about it. So don't be constantly complaining and complaining. Be a light. Be some kind of positivity, because I promise you, a lot of men, especially foreign men, especially men in my age, they have a lot of stress and they have a lot of darkness, and they don't always feel like people are on their side. And they feel like they're battling the world. They're battling demons you may not even know about, because they don't want you to stress out about it. They don't want to worry you with their complaints. Be mindful of that. Otherwise, you could push him away. And number 5. This one is the most important. This one is what caused my very first breakup with a Filipino that I dated for 2 years. It's one that bothers me the most, and I'm sure it bothers a lot of other men the most, and that's lying. If you really want to push your man away, especially if he's a foreigner from America, lie to him. Lie to him and you will push him away. There's several reasons for that. One, if you lie to him, you're saying he's stupid. You're saying that he's not smart enough to know that you're lying. He's not smart enough to know what the real truth is. He's too dumb to know the truth. And you think that you lying is outsmarting him. You'd be surprised how much men know. Men don't always go by intuition like women. Women go by intuition a lot. Men go by logical thinking. They put things together, put information together. And when you can think like that, you can find out when people are lying. The first relationship I had with a Filipino, it broke down drastically after I caught her in lie after lie after lie. I lost my respect for her. I lost my love for her. I stayed with her, but I didn't have that feeling anymore. And ultimately it ended because there was no more spark left. I didn't have it. I couldn't handle the lies. And I'm telling you right now, most American men won't deal with it as much as I did with her. I made it very clear to my fiance, I won't deal with lies. I don't care what it is. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how big it is. Don't lie to me. I always find out. I don't know how, but I do. Lies will come back at you. It's disrespectful. It's saying they're dumb. It's saying that you don't trust them enough with the truth. There's a lot that goes on in lies. The Filipino I'm with now, She knows not to lie to me. She knows that it will end the relationship. And she's very honest with me. And I'm happy for that. I may not always like what she says, but if she lied instead, it would probably end the relationship very quick. Depending on how big the lie was. It's better to hear the truth, deal with it, than to hear a lie, because that will end it. All these reasons, that's probably the most important one, is lying. And lying includes cheating. Because if you're cheating on him, you're lying to him as you're cheating on him. You're saying you're being faithful. You may not say it publicly, but you're letting him believe that you are. So if you want to lose your man, if you want to lose the respect and the love that a foreign man has for you, lie to him. It's going to work. Those are my top 5 ways to lose an American man if you're a Filipino. I highly suggest to not do those if you want to keep him, especially the last one. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. For any of my American friends or foreigners in general who are watching that are men, did I miss anything? Is there something I should have added? For any of my Filipino friends, is any of this a deal breaker then? Are you saying that I just being too strict or anything like that? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. As always, guys, know that y'all are valuable, that you matter. God bless. Peace.